Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto channel. We are live, guys. Hang on one sec. Sorry. See if I can mess things up for us. I went like banging my desk and it moves my stuff around. It's kind of bothering me. We're live, guys. It is Wednesday. It is a beautiful day the Lord God has blessed us with. We're here. We're rocking. We're making tons of profit. Confession, I didn't take it, but I almost came in chat a few minutes ago and said that I'm taking a long. I don't know, because I've been short for like a month. Feels like it's time to take a long. Actually, I don't know that this long is going very far, but yeah. Salt Chain. Let's see who's here real quick. Johnny number 5. Oh, you changed your name. Nice. Johnny number 5, our newest addition to the Pro Trader in Discord. Johnny number 5. Nice job on the name change. And I see you got the little Johnny number 5 little short circuit thumbnail there. Nice job. Max, what's up? Big Max. Carrie Benz, good morning. Thanos, my main man. West Coast. Salt Chain, what's up? Hawkborn. Morning, Hawkborn. All right, Salt Chain. If you notice, Salt Chain has the new shield. I don't know how to get it to be a wrench. It used to be a wrench. I like the wrench better. I don't know. Salt Chain is our new moderator. We demoted John, just kidding, we promoted John to Pro Trader in Discord. He has his own channel now. And just so that he wasn't overworked, Salt Chain volunteered to take over the role of moderator so that John wasn't stretched too thin. We have to have John focused on your trades now and not booting people with the wrench, right? So Salt Chain, good, nice job. I see the shield. If you can figure out how to make that a wrench, that would be awesome. I don't know, unless you like the shield. I like the wrench. Yeah, you like the wrench too. Maybe you can figure it out. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. I'm not good at technicals. I'm good at chart technicals. I am not good at technology technicals at all. Salt the Mod. Yes. Hey, I like that. Salt the Mod. You may have to change your name after all. Salt the Mod has a good ring to it. Salt the Mod. Gosh, I almost took this long. I closed part of my trade earlier this morning. We're going to talk about why I did that. My scalp trade from yesterday. And I almost flipped long. Not closed all of my trades. I'm still in 3 short trades. But almost took a long also. Where's all my, this doesn't look right. Let me refresh. We're going to jump right in. We're going to look for a trade here on stream. I might get stopped out coming out up here, and that's okay. So the reason I closed part of my trade, I'm going to have to turn this alert off on the video. There it goes. I'm about to get stopped out. Not quite, almost. I knew I should have took this long. But the reason we were looking for a long, 2 reasons. Number one, you can see the trend of Asia and UK was down. Yeah, you had some chopping here, but overall the trend was down, right? You can see the trend down, trend to the downside. Let me clear that up. That looks messy. I'm going to try to go less mess today, guys. So overall, yeah, it was a little chop, but the chop was directionally biased to the downside, right? Which gives us a directional bias for the US Open to the upside, right? At least to swoop the Asia high, which they just did. They already came and took the UK and Asia low here this morning, which is why I closed, and the low from yesterday, which is why I closed a large portion of my scalp trade from yesterday. I didn't touch the day trade from 73.5. I still have that. I've closed 50% of that, but I didn't I did not take any more P on that this morning. However, when we swept the lows, overnight lows, and the US low from yesterday, that's when I took a large profit on my scalp trade from yesterday. And with the directional bias from UK and Asia being to the downside, I was looking for this fast move up to take out the Asia high, which we just did. I don't know if we're streaming or not. Somebody let me know if the stream is okay. I'm showing massive lag, so I'm really not sure. I just tried to clean it out a little, so somebody let me know. No, it's not you, Thanos. I think it's on this end, but I may have it straightened out. Let me know, guys. Let me know if we're okay right now. Are we still good? Are we still choppy? Just turn my VPN off. I had it on because I was going to take this live trade with you guys, but now I'm not going to be able to take the trade. That's all right. I missed the trade anyway. Okay, looks good now. Thanos says it's good now. All right, let's keep it going. That dang VPN, man. Sometimes it'll get you. I was ready to take this trade, so I had my MEXC. By the way, I'm trading on MEXC this morning. MEXC trading.us. I'll flash the banner up top. I also have a pinned comment, but MEXCtrading.us, you go directly there, get your account or affiliate link below. I also trade on KCEX, KCEX, KCEXtrading.com. I did not get stopped out of my trade from yesterday because I am a little bit higher in my stop loss. I'm close. They came to 70,354 and my stop is at 70,420. So they didn't quite get me yet. I can trade on my phone, but I'm not going to. It's fine. This is the trade that I wanted. We will look for the 845 trade if it presents itself, but this was the trade I wanted, this move up. I almost took it before stream. I literally was sitting here and almost clicked the long button. But I said, as I watched it kind of creep up, I said, nah, we can wait 2 more minutes and wait till we go live to take it. But that sucks because this would have been about $1,000 profit already. That's okay. We're up over 10 grand. Let's show the P&L. Let's show the people's P&L. We're up over 10 grand in the last week. You know these trades, 10,374 plus $1,200 on alts plus, I think it's I have to pull up my cases. I think it's 675 on the KCEX traders. I'll pull it up in a minute. So $10,300 plus $1,200 on, I showed you the Fetch AI trade yesterday. 11,500. So we're up about 12 grand in the last 7 days. We started this big short. That is realized. That doesn't include our unrealized profit. We started the big shorts at 73.5. We're going to go over that in just a second. Every single one of these I gave to you in the VIP Discord, both in advance and real time as I took them. I'll let you know when I took the trades. We can go back and look at those. I showed them all yesterday. You can join the VIP Discord right here, AnthonyLeeCrypto.com. AnthonyLeeCrypto.com. Mentorship programs in there, VIP Discord tab up top. Join us. Get these trades. I'll walk you through the trades. I at least tell you when I take them and how I manage them, where my stops are, where my take profits are. It's up to you to do it. If I give you my info, if you see me making 12 grand in a week, 10, 12 grand in a week, and you're not, and I'm giving you exactly what I'm doing, and you choose to not do it the way I do it, not financial advice, you should not just copy trade me. But if I see somebody making 12 grand and I'm losing money every week, I'm going to do what he's doing. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I can't do it this way because of this, that, and 10 other excuses. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to try it. And if I make 12 grand using the same margin, which I've told you the margin that I'm using, I've told you guys, $5,000 account, 20x leverage for most of these trades. If you have that, then why not try it? If you're already losing, I don't know if you're not, but if you're already losing and you try it my way and you lose, you've lost nothing. You're doing the same thing you were doing. But if you hit big like we do, then you've gained everything. So, and I'm not the best trader. I'm not trying to say I'm the best trader. I'm not trying to say I'm the best trader. Let me be clear, I'm not the best trader. But I am a profitable trader. And I show them to you, and I take the trades, and I give them to you. As a matter of fact, let me put somebody on the spot here. A lot of you guys in the last few days, several of you guys, Crypto Hunches, Thanos, Max, John, I think Brad, several of you guys have given me a really nice shout out in Discord, and that means a lot to me. Thank you. Sometimes this goes unnoticed and by folks, and I really appreciate it because I do put in a lot of work. And I try to give what most other YouTubers don't in Discord, and that is a lot of personal touch. Like, I try to be available to you guys all the time. And I was just reading the one that Thanos, I know that someone had posted one this morning also, John, I think, and Hunches too. Thank you guys. But I'm going to read Thanos because it was right here, the last one, right before I came on stream. It says, taking the opportunity to jump in on the gratitude train with y'all and say a big thank you to Anthony for starting this channel and community. I'm new to the futures trading like most people in here, and I made every mistake possible as I continue to learn and grow in the space. Anthony has a very intuitive way of communicating, and when he harps on something, it's probably because he knows we need to hear it. Yeah, I harp on things a lot, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really not judging you. I'm not coming down on you. You cannot, I'm telling you, you cannot make a single mistake in trading that I have not made. Probably multiple times. So I'm not harping on you. I'm just kind of a blunt, straight shooting kind of guy. You know, that's just how I am. I've always appreciated it when people don't BS me, and so I just don't BS them, especially when it comes to your finances here. Like, why do you, I always hated it when YouTubers and Discorders would beat around the bush about stuff and never give you a straight answer. You may not like my answer or the way I say it, but I'm going to give you my honest, straight answer. You know, I figured you would respect that more than me kind of blowing smoke at you, you know. So it's just how I am. It's how I am in all of life, not just this. And I'm not frustrated with you guys, even though I may sound like it. I just straighten to the point, you know. Just straighten to the point. I answer the question. So, yeah, Carrie Benz, better be blunt than bullshit around. Why BS around? Especially with stuff like this. I'm just going to tell you, like, if you're not putting your stop loss where it should go, I'm going to tell you, you might as well throw your damn money out the window, because that's exactly what you might as well do. Because a stop loss, you know, a target for a stop loss is not a line, it's a zone. And so we have a high probability zone, and we give it that for a reason. And I keep saying, if you don't like the amount that it would require for you to possibly go in a drawdown there, if it's too much for you, then reduce your margin or don't take the trade. Because if you're going to take the trade and not give it that drawdown zone, then just open the window and throw your money out. Because that's what you're going to do. Yeah, you'll get some of them right, you know. Sure you will, but you're going to lose more than you won't, than you get right. So I encourage you guys. I encouraged Hunches last week. I encouraged John. I encouraged Thanos. I encouraged several of you guys. Just try it my way for 1 week. Just try it for 1 week. You would be ridiculously profitable this week if you had done that. And I'm not the best, but I am profitable. Now let's see. Countless times he's told me to run 2 accounts, one for day trades, one for scalps. Yes, that is the key, guys. That is the key. I can't stress enough. Just try it. 2 trades, 1 scalp, 1 day trade. You have to use 2 accounts for that. For most exchanges, don't allow you to run. Bitcoin's pumping. Gosh, we knew this was coming. That's okay. We might get the 845 reversal. It would be even better. Cover your day trade with scalp profits on the day trade ride. I tried it this week and it made a world of difference. Just like you said, instantly put me at ease knowing I've got nothing to lose, and you even make more money without the emotional roller coaster and panic. Yes. I keep telling you guys, psychology is everything in trading. So if you're worried about your day trade drawdown, so you're not putting your stop in place, when you run that scalp, secure that profit on the scalp. If your day trade drawdown's $500, take you $500 profit on that scalp and leave your day trade there. If you get stopped out for minus $500, you're plus 500 on the scalp, you're break even, and you took a high probability chance at making thousands of dollars. And that's going to happen sometimes, and it's frustrating when you had $500 realized and then you give it all back on a drawdown scalp. It's going to happen. Just accept it. But if you know what you're doing, it's going to happen far less than it actually happens. So in the long run, you're going to make thousands. You know, if you take 8 trades and it happens on 2 of them, okay. You break even on 2 trades. If you make $2,000 on the other 8 trades, you're up 16 grand. Tough it out. You know, you're not going to get every trade, but if you can break even on them, great. Help your psychology out. Setting a proper loss was also a massive piece to the puzzle. If you aren't willing to set your stop loss above the high, you're either over leveraging or just don't take the trade. That's it. I'm telling you. And once you try this for a week, cause you can do it for 1 trade and you're not going to be convinced, but you get it for 4 or 5 trades and you're like, okay, I get it. You see. And then it's like riding a bike then. Once you got it, you got it. You just have to try it. Okay? Look at your P&L cards and look at mine, and I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying if they're not similar, maybe try something different. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Bitcoin pumping. I got stopped out of my other 2 trades. Let's talk about those trades, though, because we did make 12 grand this week. Let's talk about those real quick. I'm going to zoom out to the faux hour. All of these were given to you in Discord. We could go back and show them. I don't know. I could find them right off the top of my hand. I don't know if I could find them. They're in here. You know that I gave them. Everybody on VIP knows that I gave these. Right here, I took a good scalp short from 71633, good 1 hour, and down bear divs unconfirmed, trying to lose 702 now. That's when I gave that one. All of these were prepared in advance, so you knew what I was looking for. All of you knew what I was looking for. I just let you know when I took them. They're all in here. I'm sure I'm scrolling right by them. Look at Crypto Hunches with this $6,400 profit. Good job. They're all here. I'm scrolling right by them. I know I've scrolled by several. They're here. You know they're here. Anyway. Let's see how we got into them. All of these were given. Here's short trade number 1. I'm still in this trade. I gave this trade to you as I took it, and I gave it on the live stream. I told you I was looking for this. This is more of the macro 702 rejection. That's what I was looking for when we got the 702 rejection. Once we came back and reclaimed the 702, we SFP, swing failure pattern in the 702. I entered my trade. I'm short from 73.5. I have TP'd about 50% of this trade for about $3,500. I could pull that account up, but I'm out of my VPN right now because the stream got choppy. So we took this trade. I gave it to you. Some of you took it, but you refused to put your stop above the high, and you got stopped out. And look at what you could have had, but that's okay. Those of you that got stopped out, or those of you that did not take it, I told you, here is how you get into it if you missed it or you got stopped out. I said, this is what we look for next. I said, we're going to look for, I put this in Discord. I said, we're going to look for a 618 to 786 retrace once we change market structure, okay? And we'll have to go to a lower time frame to see this. Well, let me put it on the screen, and then we'll go to a lower time frame to see it. I said, once we change market structure, boom, there it is. And guess what? We came right up. I'm going to go to the lower time frame. We came right up to the 786 to the dang dollar. After changing this 15-minute market structure here to the dang dollar, and guess what? That is at 73.5, so you could have gotten the exact same entry that I had for the second time, okay? For the second time, you could have gotten the exact same entry that I have. I gave you this. I told you when we took it. All right, then we fast forward. Let's go to short trade number 3, which is not as good. Granted, it's not as good, but we gave it. This is when we entered the 4-hour closure right here into the value area range. I think I've already closed this trade. I'm definitely out now. If I did, yeah, I already closed this trade. I told you when we took it, I told you exactly what we're looking for, and as soon as this 4-hour candle closed back in, I said I'm short, looking at TP at the Bybit point of control, which I did, and I closed this trade. I think I made like $2,500 on this trade. This was a $4,000 move. If you took it with the parameters I gave you, would have made over $4 grand. So you had that opportunity. Then short trade number 4 was a 702 retrace, which I gave and took, and let you know it was a retrace from this high to the low here. 702, exact same setup from up here, just at a different area. Took this. This is the one I just got stopped out on, but I had secured, I don't even know what I had secured on this, like 15. They all run together. And then yesterday we gave a trade. It didn't fully play out, but I think I made like $1,300, $1,400, something like that on it. This was the 4-hour closure back inside the value area range. We were targeting point of control. We didn't make it. I just got stopped out of this. So all in all, from these trades, we're up over 10 grand. But all of these were given to you. This last one didn't work out nearly as well as we were hoping. Gosh. I knew we should have took this long. That's okay. We got 8:45 coming up. Hopefully we get the reversal. I'm going to be looking for it. I have the alarm set. Anyway, Thanos, thank you for that awesome message, brother. And like I said, Crypto Hunches, Brad, John, Max, thank you guys. I saw your guys over the last few days too. Moin Marcus, what's up, bro? Let's look at the news. Here's a little flashbang. Squint the eyes. News was no news. News was no news. We had 3 CPI reports come out today. All 3 of them were flat, which I can't say that I've ever seen that before. They all came in on target, so big old nothing on the news. We do have some news tomorrow. Next couple days will be good. Friday will be huge. Tomorrow's initial jobless claim, which is good. Friday is a biggie. We have PCE and GDP and durable goods. This is huge. And JOLTS. Guys, Friday is going to be massive, massive volatility. If these things come in bearish, this could be the catalyst to send us to 60K right here. This could be it right here. Gosh, dog, Bitcoin is pumping. We absolutely should have taken this trade. Alts are moving up with it. It was kind of crazy this morning. Let's look at that fetch real quick. We'll come back. But every single alt on my watches, every single one of them was red, significantly red, and fetch was up like 12%. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I sold the fetch yesterday. While every other alt dumps and fetch pumps 12%. It's crazy. Fetch is up about 6% right now, but it's crazy. Actually, it's typical. That's what happens. You know, when you get out of a trade, it like goes your way, the way you were going 10 times more, right? That's how it works. My invalidation for this fractal, guys, I've been looking at this fractal, which is still perfect, okay? So let's take a look. We're getting this move up, but this is expected, okay? We expect this move up, all right? So far, this fractal is playing out exact. I mean, each candle may not be the exact same percentage, okay? Slight differences there, but it is exact. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing, guys. Bang. 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 And now we're looking for this. Actually, we're looking for a little of this. And then this. Right? Let's put that on the bottom chart so you can see it. Bang. Bang. Oops. You get the point. You get the point. Looks exact. So, what do I mean we were expecting this pump up today? Okay, good question. And again, it's who knows really where we are in here, but candle for candle may not be exact, but let's assume that this candle yesterday was likely likely this candle here, right? Okay. So the next couple days candle come back close to the top of this candle, right? It didn't take the top, but close to the top. So we would be expecting something like this over the next couple of days, right? Come up into it, come down, come up into it, like this before it falls over. You see that? See how it just kind of forms a sort of like descending triangle kind of thing here before falling over. So we would kind of expect something like that. You see that, guys? So this is very expected pump, and again tomorrow we could expect it to come down and then another big pump up, so don't be surprised. I guarantee you on this pump right here, I guarantee you somewhere in crypto YouTube land, somebody right now said, oh, I told you here comes 80K, I told you here comes 100K, I guarantee you. When in reality, we've been calling for this the entire time, including this. We nailed this. Swoop of the high. swing failure pattern, roll over, come back. 618, 786, 702 so far. Retrace and then down. Very standard stuff. Where's my invalidation? My invalidation for this, and then listen, this has been going on for 49 days, so we might get wrong. This thing could blast up out of here, okay? But so far, we've been correct 49 days in a row. That's pretty good win percentage. My validation would be right here. A daily close above that 74K, okay? I wouldn't even necessarily, even though this fractal doesn't show it, I wouldn't even be opposed to a quick wick of it as long as the daily doesn't close above it, and then I still think we could head down. Well, why? That invalidates the fractal. That's okay. You could create some good higher time frame bearish divergence here and a swing failure pattern, which is very powerful. Let me show you an example of that not too long ago. Oh, the last big dump. Look, same exact thing. You had the big move down. You came, you chop, right? You set your high here. You came and swooped the high. Then you did this little swoopity-doopity thing that we're in right now, and then you took this high before moving down, right? And I bet you there's some divergence here. Let's look. Yep, there it is. Bearish divergence on the daily time frame. So I would not be opposed to swooping this high here, even though the fractal doesn't show it. I still don't think it invalidates this move. Go to the weekly and look at that. Let me clear that up. Yeah, so on the weekly, we swing failure pattern that on the weekly. Okay? Swing failure pattern that on the weekly. So you set a high, right? Then you chopped around. Then you took that high. This high is higher. That's higher. Then you came and you swooped down and took this high, but you closed the weekly back below it. Confirmed weekly swing failure pattern. Very next week, roll over 60K. Okay, we got in on this move. We took this move live on stream. We made a lot of money, like 7-8 grand on it. I should have made a boatload more. Got out way too soon. Took it at 98K. I don't remember where I got out. 85K maybe. 80K, something like that. Could have rode it to 60, could have, should have, would have, didn't. My fault. Anyway, so I really wouldn't be opposed to that, even though it would invalidate the fractal. And so far, this fractal is exact. If that's the case, I could probably grab this fractal and overlay it, and it would look pretty dang similar. But if you close the weekly above this 74K, to be very clear, in my opinion, if we close the weekly above 74K, I'm not saying we can't set a new low at some point, but it's probably going to be quite some time, and it's not going to be a March, in my opinion. What would likely happen then is a little move up, closed above 74K, right? Closure above 74K. We probably move up to test the underside of this. About 85K-ish, and then we'd probably come back down and chop around here for much longer, and then maybe swoop the lows before heading into a bull market. This will be what I would expect. See, this is a thin liquidity area, low volume. You can move fast through it, so fast move up. You get fast move down, you get a fast move up. Bang, 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 create some divergences, fast move back down, and then chop, 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 swoop, and go. It's probably how it would, and this would take months to play out. It's not my primary scenario. This is not what I'm calling for. But I'm saying if we close the weekly above 74K, this is where I would look. As of now, we're still on track. We still look good. Matter of fact, Bitcoin's coming back down. Oh, shoot. We missed 845. Dang it. There it was, too. Gosh, dog it. Did somebody take this? Did anybody take this? It was there. I got busy talking about stuff. It was there. Did anybody take this? Did anybody take this? Max, I third this. Johnny says, I second that. Max says, I third that. Nice, Thanos. He all knows this stuff. All you have to do is listen and try it. Trust me. Carrie Benz took it. Johnny number 5 took it. Salt Chain did not. Got caught up listening. I'm sorry, guys. This is what we were looking for. I started the stream out telling you I was looking for a long, and I gave you the reasons because we'd already swooped the Asia and UK low and the US low yesterday. We'd already taken it. We had a directional bias to the upside to take that because of the Asia and UK trend to the downside. US directional bias would be the upside, and I said since we missed this move, we're going to look for the 845 reversal, and that's exactly what we're getting right now. Carrie Benz, hope you're T and some P, bro. Protect yourself. Do not take a loss on this trade. You heard my bat signal alarm thing? Yeah. Sorry, I heard it too. I turned it off. I was like, I'm in the middle of something. Turn off. It didn't even register. My bad, guys. My bad. Good. All right, Carrie Benz, this may be a good TP time. This is probably where I would TP. We're coming back into local value area high here. Could catch a bounce. Unlikely we probably move down, but I would still take some profit. We're back inside the buy bit value area low. Johnny said he just TP1. He's short from 70,931. Wow, that's a good short. Gosh, you're way up. You're way up here. Let's see, 70. You're short from there. As soon as you got the rejection and as soon as the rejection turned purple vector, yeah, that's what you look for. As soon as you see that rejection vector candle, that's your short, whether it be 2 minutes early, 2 minutes late, or right on the dot. You're looking for, you know what you're looking for, guys. You're looking for the vectors up, and here you go, 830, 835. You got back-to-back green vectors up. As soon as you see the purple or red vector reversal, that's your trade, whether it be at 843, 845, 848, 851. That is your trade. Carrie Benz took 375 profit. Thanos is right on, bros. Max and Johnny. Thanos, nice one. Thanos missed it. Good job, guys. Johnny says TP2 for 660. Good job. Yeah, where I would have TP'd on these guys. So we're running 2 value area ranges here. You can see, let me extend this one over. So we've got the bigger buy bit value area range, and you can see I have them marked on the right. Right here, buy bit value area high. Well, then we also have this other blue line. I have to zoom out a little. Is our local range from since we entered this back in early February. This is our local range, okay, on KCEX. I've got the buy bit ones marked out already. This is on KCEX, which has been holding up pretty well. It's certainly tradable. Anyway, I would have teed some P on this as we came into value area high buy bit, and I would have teed a little more P as we came into local value area high also in case we get the bounce like we're kind of getting now. Even though I don't think this is over, I would have TP1, TP2. Just depends if you're running a day trade and a scalp, how much I would have TP'd. If you're running both, I would not have touched the day trade. If you're running both with the scalp, I probably would have taken 50% here and probably another 20% here because it is a scalp. While I'm still letting my day trade run, I might would shave a little on the day trade. It just depends on how confident you are in this move. Anyway, good job, guys. You're up a lot of money on this trade. This is an easy trade every morning, guys. And you know, you guys here, you don't have to have me to enter this trade. All of you in the VIP Discord especially, but really anybody on the live stream should know what we look for on this. It's very easy to enter. It didn't play out perfectly today. Did we get it a couple minutes early? Sure, but that's okay. The point is not the time. I do like 8:45. It's usually right at 8:45, 8:46, 8:47 at the latest, usually. But you're looking for vector candle up, vector candle reversal, or vice versa. Vector candle down, vector candle reversal. And it plays out almost every single day, Monday through Friday. I didn't even notice that, Carry Benz. It hit right on the 702 retracement from yesterday. I didn't even notice that. Well, let's take a look at that. I don't even have the fib on here. I'll be damned. Look at that. It is right between the 702 and 786. Came right in and lost. I'm telling you guys, you just don't hear people talk about the 702, guys. I'm telling you, 702 is magic. Hey, for those of you that follow Jane, we're gonna call this the Jane. The Jane. Y'all know who I'm talking about with Jane, right? I know Thanos knows. But look at this 702, okay? This is the 702 retracement level rejection from up here. And we got it in the first trade, 702 rejection. Macro 702 and 702 from the high to low here. So 702 is the 702. For those of you who don't know, Jane is from Las Vegas. Right? Catherine. Y'all know her as Catherine Lee in here. Jane International to the rest of you. My wife to the rest is from Las Vegas. And the Las Vegas area code is 702. It's the first time I ever said that. She's probably watching this. I don't know if she's watching or not. Are you watching this, Jane International? And so you can comment. We just named a fib after you. Because it's your area code. She may not be watching. She's in there on the couch or in the bedroom, one of the two. The where the magic happens room. If she's watching this, she's going to kill me when I get off. Good short trade this morning, guys. I don't guess Jane International is watching. Now it makes sense, Salt Chain says. I'm shocked that Jane's not watching. Wow, I'm disappointed. I'm just kidding. She's probably watching and mad, not saying anything. Okay, guys, let's look at. I still like this. We've gone nowhere. We're still in the same place. Fighting this value area high. This is a big wick to the upside, though, guys. This could easily roll over. Let's look at our March stats. We've been showing these. So far, so good. Guys, do y'all like these March stats or the monthly stats? Anybody put a 1 in chat if you find these monthly stats beneficial. It takes me a lot of time to prep this stuff, which I don't mind doing. I'm not complaining. I'm a hard worker. But if y'all don't care about this stuff, like if it doesn't help you with directional bias, then that's cool. But if you like them, put a 1 in chat. I mean, they're spot on. But it does take some prep work and a lot of like mental, like, you kind of have to turn and look at it at a bunch of different angles to figure out the trend. Hogborn likes them. Hang on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Just got a text. Had to say, leave me alone. I'm on my live stream. Well, everybody seems to like them. Yeah, they're very beneficial. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the previous months that we show this stuff, but we nail this. Nail it. Now, that doesn't help you out with day-to-day candle for candle, but if you have a high probability setup and you come to that target, I mean, if nothing else, if you're in a short here at the target and you trust in these stats, then it gives you, you know, more confidence to stay in your trade, your short trade if you shorted this, or vice versa, or whatever the stat may be for that month. You know, if nothing else, it should help you with confidence level, okay? Confidence level. Like right here, we didn't know, we had several biases to the upside to open up March, several biases, you know, the fractal number one, some money flow stuff, divergences, blah, 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 blah. We had all that stuff, but if we didn't, and we just knew that March's trend was 100%, that when you open up to the upside in the first week, that it is down only, a negative closing March, and vice versa. If you open March in the first week to the downside, that it's 100% up. If you knew nothing else about money flow, nothing else about anything, nothing else about a fractal in the past, and so you didn't really know if you were going to open to the upside and downside, you could have sat on your hands and just waited and see which direction it opens. And once we saw, okay, this thing opened up to the upside, I know nothing else about technical analysis, but I know this is a 100% stat. I didn't take the trade to the upside because I didn't know up or down, I didn't know. But price moved up, so I know I can now trade down if you knew nothing else. So I find these stats to be helpful. I find them to be helpful. Sorry, guys. All right, that's it. Last X. All right, so March stats, we're still looking for the move down. Everything still looks perfect. It looks on track. This looks great. So far, so good. These would be invalidated again if we were to come back up. So remember, this adds confluence to what I said before. If we close the weekly above 74, we're looking for more upside because – well, let's put it on the March time frame. Let's just see. Where are we at on the March? Let me clear this. All right, as of now, March is positive, okay? As of now, March is positive. We opened March here at 66,982. Call it 67K. We opened March at 67K. So the stat is that 100% of the time, since we moved to the upside first, we will close this negatively. So this would roll over and close below 67K, right? Right? But if we come back up, I'm going to go back to the daily. If we come back up and close a weekly above 74K, which would put us outside of the first week because we're already outside of the first week of March, that would invalidate this move to the downside, which means we would not necessarily. Could we still get the move down? Sure, we could. But based upon the stat, your high is set, high or low is set in the first week of March. Does that make sense? So if we come back and set a new high on a closing basis up here, I would, even though this could play out, I would not expect it because it would invalidate the entire pattern that we've had over the last 15 years. Okay. So that is another reason I don't think we come back up here. We could quick wicket, but I don't want that. That gets really ugly then. That gets really close. So Jane, there she is. I knew she was probably watching. She's a little late to the party. Said I'm a little late on this, but I know I appreciate the honor with the 702. 702. Jane International, everyone. Round of applause. Golf clap. Golf clap. Okay, so we're looking for the move down. The invalidation is weekly close above 74K. Alts, if you have any alts. Hey guys, I want to mention something to you real quick while we're getting our alts ready. Drop your alts in chat if you want to look at them. So I mentioned I mentioned in Discord yesterday, and we used to do this. Some of you old schoolers will remember that we used to do some educational live streams. Okay, there's meant to be Q&A. Like, I don't want to come on if I have a good topic like swing failure pattern, whatever, that I'm going to come and teach you. That's cool, but for the purposes of the Q&A, I don't want to come on and just blab about, educational stuff, because what I have to talk about may not be areas you struggle with. They may not be questions you have. And I know you have questions, and some of you don't like asking questions, and I get that. I get it. You think people will make you feel dumb, or you think you feel dumb. You think people will judge. I get it. We all have those feelings. But I can assure you, that's not the case. There's no one here that is such an expert trader, including myself or John, that we haven't made these mistakes and that we judge you. We're like, if anything, we're like, I remember when I used to do that. Yeah, I got you, bro. Here's how I fixed that. And I'm not perfect. I still make some of the same mistakes that I see you guys doing. I still make those mistakes. So I'm willing to do a VIP only Q&A stream, but if I get on there and there's 2 questions, we're just going to cut the stream, because I'm not just going to babble about stuff that you don't have questions about. So I want to open it up to you guys. I'm here. I'm making myself available. Most YouTubers won't do that. I'm a professional trader. You see my P&Ls. You see my live trades. I want you to be to that level or even better than me, right? There's lots of traders better than me. Be better than me. But I'm willing to share the knowledge that I have. You just have to ask your questions, because I want to make sure you understand it. And then you have to go implement it. Okay, it's one thing to know, it's another thing to do, right? And I put it in Discord yesterday, and there was only 2 or 3 little interested nibbles. So if you're interested, you need to let me know. I'm not going to do this if more people don't let me know, because if you're not interested, why waste anybody's time? You know what I'm saying? So, but if we do it, we can do it today if you want. I can do it today, tomorrow, whatever. Y'all let me know. But have your questions written down. I don't care if it's 50 questions. I literally don't care if you have 50 questions. I don't care if everybody has 50 questions. We're going to answer them, and we're going to give examples, and we're going to walk through them, and we're going to make sure, and you can take notes, or you'll have the link. You can rewatch the video. Start making money. It's not hard, okay? Well, let me rephrase. It's not easy, but once you got it, you got it, right? Just like it may not, it's hard to ride a bike for the first time, right? It's very difficult. But once it clicks, and once you got it, I mean, you can ride that bike everywhere, right? So it's the same thing. It's difficult, but once you got it, you got it. Okay? So I'm willing to do that for you guys, free. Just let me know. Just let me know. Just speak up. Let me know. And don't be afraid to ask questions. I promise you. I don't promise. The Bible says not to promise. But I'm telling you, nobody cares about your questions. I mean, they care for the answer, but nobody judges you for your questions. Nobody thinks less of you. You know, we're all in the same boat. We're all in this together, guys. Johnny says, we all still do these dumb trades once in a while. I do these dumb trades. I do dumb trades. I'm more guilty of, I mean, I get in trades that don't work out. I do get in planned trades, high probability planned trades. High probability does not mean 100%. You can get in a 95% trade. Well, guess what? 5 times out of 100, it's going to fail. I get in high probability trades, but I don't consider that a dumb trade. But you let me get up 10 grand in a week, and look at some of the dumb stuff I do. I'm like, I'm up 10 grand. Who cares if I lose this $1,000? Let's go. But then I'm just swinging for the fences at that point. I'm trying to turn $1,000 into another 10 grand. I'm trying to double up, right? But usually I do some dumb stuff there, and I lose my $1,000. But then I'm still up 9 grand. So, you know. But I do some dumb stuff. You let me get up some money. I'm like at a casino. Like, you let me walk in with $500 and get up 2 grand. I'd be like, double down. You know, but it's all fun at that point. At that point, who cares if you're making 10 grand or 9 grand in a week? You know, I made 9 grand and I took a shot at making 15. So what? But I'll do some dumb stuff then. But I don't post that dumb stuff to you guys. That's me being an idiot, right? I have a separate account for that actually. And you can ask Catherine, Jane. I call it my DGen account. I have a sub account, and it is literally named DGen. And when I get up money and I just feel like gambling or doing something stupid, I don't tell anybody because I don't want to lead you into a DGen trade, but I do try it. I do try it. I'll certainly tell you if I win, if I hit it. But I mean, I'll put like $2,000 on 300X. And I'm like, let's go. And Bitcoin will move like $30 the wrong way. 2.5 seconds later, I'm like, oh, there goes $2,000. but if it hits, I'm gonna make $100,000. It never hits. Moy Marcus ask, it's like medicine. Everyone here is very helpful and understanding. Got to go again. Enjoy, everyone. Yeah, ask. All you gotta do is ask. But so far, nobody's saying anything, so I don't guess folks really want to do the Q&A. It's your questions. Yeah, Jane, it's my favorite account. It really is. I sit here and I grind. I grind these high probability trades to make money and give you guys trades. I'm like, oh gosh, this is like torture grinding. I'm like, hurry up and get the 10 grand profit so I can go DGen. I'm just kidding. I love trading. But I love DGen trading more. I just don't do it much. I used to do it a lot back in the day. And I make a lot more money now. And I like that. I prefer that. So, okay, let's look at Fetch real quick. Let's look at these alts. If you have any alts, drop them. We'll go through this. You guys know what we're looking for on Bitcoin. Nothing's changed. Fetch got this huge run up in the last few days. I took this trade. I gave you guys this trade. And since I gave it, it is up 18%. I got out way too soon. Way too soon. I got it at like 15 cents. We came right up here to, let me zoom in here. Yeah, I got it right here at 15 cents. We came up to this 4-hour 55. You can see right here, 4-hour 55. Let me turn the magnet off. We wicked above it and then started to pull, pretty good pullback here. I got out right there around 15 cents. I think it was like $14.97. Pretty good pullback, and I thought, oh, whew. I mean, I think this was on the stream yesterday, maybe. Or this was it. I got out just before. You know when I got out. I don't remember when I got out. I got out right here when we pulled back from the 4-hour 55. I was like, whew, did good, made $1,200 bucks. We could go a little higher, but I'm cool with that. And this sucker has just went boom. Let's look at another coin in contrast. When was this? I got out, that's March 10th at 7. Sometime between 3 and 7. Right here when this rejection happened. It's a 4-hour time. That's 3 and 7 a.m. my time. So it was right in there. It was about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Took a world coin at that time. So since that time, I got out. This is world coin. I got out right in here. Right? Looks perfect. I timed it perfect. Because this is what I'm talking about. The high probability, everything said we should do this. Roll coin went straight down from the time I got out. Perfect trade. That's what I expected, but Fetch did not. Rather than following the rest of the market, which did this, Fetch went boom. And you know why I did that? Because I got out. And it's messing with my psyche. So next time I read it correctly, I read the chart correctly, and I think, no, I'm not falling for this time. So I stay in it. It's going to go boom and do what it's supposed to do. This is what the rest of the altcoin market did. Fetch did that. Right? Fetch did that. So I made the right read, in my opinion. It just bees like this sometime, and I didn't go look. Maybe there was some news release or something, some. I don't know. But I know the rest of the market went down at the time that I got out, and this thing kept pumping. So whatever. It'll come back. We made $1,200 bucks. Can't complain. Caribbean's biggest issue is seeing which is the high point for stop loss. Okay. If we did guys, please chime in on this, guys, VIP guys. If we did this Q&A stream, please let me know. If you stay silent, I'm going to assume you're not interested. For number one, put a 1 in the chat if you're interested. And number two, let me know a day and time. I could do it today, Central Standard Time. I could do it tomorrow. I cannot do it Friday, so it could only be today or tomorrow, or it'd have to be next week. Caribbeans, will you do me a favor, bro? Will you write these questions down and bring them to the stream? Both of these are good questions. I have great answers for you that would help you. But I don't want you to get on stream and forget your questions. So if you'll write these down. Y'all want to do them today, West Coast Caribbeans? Max, I know you're interested. John. Max says today, anytime. Salt Chain's interested. John says anytime. Caribbeans has them written down. All right, if y'all want to do them today, Salt Chain today would be great. Hopefully that's good for West Coast, Thanos. All right, when we get off the stream here, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to go eat, do stuff like that, and we'll schedule this for later this morning. And we'll do it, please. If you don't have any questions right now, go back and look at some of your trades. Where did you mess up? Go back and look at some of my charts, some of your charts. What do you not understand about how I'm getting some of these levels, how to enter stop losses? What do you, are you not comfortable with your drawdown amount? What leverage are you using? What was your margin on your account? Have this stuff ready so that you can ask. And listen, just think about this, West Coast. When Kerry Benz says one of his issues, do you look and think, wow, what an idiot Kerry Benz is? No, you don't think that. Likewise, I guarantee you he doesn't think that when you ask a question. So think about that. Do you think negatively about these guys when you see them asking questions? I guarantee you none of you do. So let that give you the confidence to ask questions, but I guarantee you they don't think that way about you. We're all learning. I still learn. I still learn from you guys and from myself. So nobody thinks anything. So don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Gary Ben's West messed up everywhere. We're going to fix that. When I get off the stream, I'm going to think of a good time. I'm going to look at my calendar, see what I got today. And I'll send out a message and I'll send out a link. And please bring your questions. I will not teach anything that I think people should know. I will only open the floor for questions. It's not about what I think you need to know. It's about what you think you need to know. If I teach what I think we need to know, we'll be here for 4 days. But I don't want to cover stuff you already understand. So I want to cover stuff you're still kind of stuck on. Yeah, Kerry Ben says he's an idiot. His words, not mine. Has nothing to do with asking questions. Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to say, you know, nobody judges anybody. For those of you looking at Fetch and thinking it's going to break out, it might. But just know this descending line, this is what we've done every time. Come up to it, heavy rejection. Come up to it, heavy rejection. I think the next rejection would break to the downside. I did, let me go to the daily. I did add on the rest of this fractal. I just had to the breakdown point, but here's what the rest of the fractal looked like. And you can see previous times we didn't quite come all the way back up to this line, but we dang near did. And matter of fact, if we actually say that this section wicked above it, you can see that we did kind of come up to the line. So it depends on how you want to draw it. Either way, this is the move we were looking for, back up to the line. Okay, you can see this is exact. Move down, then you just kind of chop this zone, right, before breaking down. Same thing, move down here, chop the zone, and we're looking for a breakdown. Usually this type of pattern has a bullish breakout, but it did not last time, and we're not expecting that for Bitcoin. This would be one of those, if Bitcoin were not, if I were not expecting Bitcoin to break down, I would probably look to have stayed in this long, spot long, and for a bullish breakout. The only reason I'm looking for a breakdown is because I'm expecting Bitcoin to break down. So by no means do I think the bear market's over. So if you think you're missing some prices, I think everybody's going to have a shot at the lows again, including Bitcoin at a minimum. I actually expect much lower, you know that, but I don't think you're going into a bull run with them allowing these 60K longers to keep those longs. I don't think for a second that doesn't get taken out. I think it's next week. But even if it's 3-4 months from now, I definitely think you're going to get a shot at a minimum of 60K. But you know I'm looking for more like 48 to 50K. 55K would be my best case scenario. But don't FOMO here, not financial advice. Don't FOMO here if you do see this. First of all, you could get this just like you did here. High, swoop the high again, then move down. You could get that. I'm not expecting that, but you could get that. But don't FOMO here. First of all, you might roll over. And even if you don't and you continue up, don't FOMO. You could easily see something like this. Right? Because at no point in time have we ever just hit a little low here and just rolled right back up into a bull market. You always spend months. We're 1 month in. You spend multiple months down here, somewhere down in this area, if not lower, in months down here. Salt Chain says stop losses. All right. SFPs, write these down. We'll do it today, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I don't see anybody with any alts, so that's going to be it. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to schedule a VIP live Q&A only stream. Good job for those of you that took the trade this morning. It was a good trade. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Most of you probably out of the trade by now, which is good. It is meant to be a scalp only. That is all it's meant to be. So, all right, guys. We'll do the stream in a little bit. See you there, Hawkborn. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. The Lord loves you. It's a good day. We're very profitable this week. I will see you guys.